Degy Sampson. I am a touring professional poet since 2006. See, that's the thing. You know, they say what defines my style. I always think back to like Bruce Lee, right? Like Bruce Lee always said, like, you know, to have no style, to be like water. And I personally just love storytelling, and that story can take shape in so many different forms. Whether I'm doing it with a poem, or whether I am doing that in, you know, in photography or video or whatever. I just love to tell stories, and for me, whatever medium is best to tell that story is what I'm gonna run with. You know, I've always been a writer or artist. I mean, I grew up in an artistic household. My mom and dad were, you know, my mom painted a lot, and my dad's an architect, so there was always art at the house. But I also then I moved from the Philippines, and I found the book Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein, and just the drawings. I was drawn to it because of the drawings. I loved to draw, but then there were poems in there, and so that made me love poetry. And then so I started writing poems when I was young. I would, you know, as a skinny Asian person who can't compete with the really buffed jocks at my school, I was like, I'm gonna write poems and I'm gonna get these girls. And that's how I got it. Like, it's so weird to say it now, right? Like, because they were into that stuff, and I would write them poems, and it was like, oh, it's my way of kind of meeting people. And then I got invited to an open mic, and at that time HBO Def Poetry had just come out, and I'm like, oh, I could perform this too, like, and not just be like a boring, you know, poetry reading. No, my boldest move was quitting my job. And then, yeah, I was an art director, and I was like, I'm out. I have to, you know, and I liked those guys. They were good. They were good people. We were a mom and pop shop, but I had to leave. But I was like, I'm now going to be relying on shows at this point on. I had enough shows that year. I knew it was good, but like, what happens in 3 years? Are we still going to have shows? And luckily, it's still been going. So, and that was it. I was smitten at that point. I just started going to competitions, like slam competitions and stuff, and then got on Def Jam, and then after that, it was just became, you know, what it is, you know.